Hello everybody, welcome back to FM24 with the European Journeyman Save, and we are in the Champions League quarter-finals. We've got one of the biggest teams in Europe. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save, and we are taking on Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarter-finals. We have accelerated through all the way to April, so there's plenty to catch you up on. So starting with the Champions League, then we missed out on the top 8, so we had to play the first knockout round again. That is really annoying because after the start to the season where we lost to Milan and lost to Benfica, we only drew with Arsenal and then we beat everybody else. In the first knockout round, similar to last season, we drew Atletico Madrid. Similar to last season, we knocked them out. What was different from this season, though, is a magnificent 5-1 win at home. Godin got 2, Mortellero from right back got 1, Abdallah got 1 from left wing, and Traore finished it off with a striker's poaching finish. One of those low cutbacks from about 3 yards out where he tapped it home because the keeper missed the ball. But we absolutely smashed Atletico Madrid, and that set us up with a tie against Nice, where in the first game at home we won 3-2 thanks to 2 goals after the 90th minute mark, after they had scored to go 2-1 up in the 89th minute. It was absolutely bonkers, this game. The fact that we went 1-0 up 2 minutes into the game through right winger Sanabria was great. They got a dubious penalty in the 77th minute, scored it 1-1. Then they took a 2-1 lead with 3 shots on target. I was like, this is absolutely fuming. 92nd minute, Traore gets the goal. I thought he had got us the equaliser. But then in the 96th, a winner from Sanabria. It was scrappy. It wasn't the best, but they all count. And it was 3-2. And then in the second leg, we went to their place and smashed them 2-0 anyway. Sanabria got a hat-trick over the 2 legs, and Goulet scored an early penalty to settle our nerves. They were the better team in this game, but over the 2 legs, I think we deserved to go through. We've had our injury problems as well, but we do now face Bayern Munich in the quarter-finals of the Champions League, which is absolutely massive. If we then look at Ligue 1, it's been, as you would expected, very, very good, to be honest. Yes, we lost to Marseille there, didn't we? 2-0. That was back at the start of this season. You can see that's a lot of green on there, but we have just lost to Guingamp 2-0, who are dreadful. They really aren't very good. We should have really beaten them. 15 shots to 5, 7 on target to 2, but 2 goals from them. Fair enough, they had 2 shots on target and scored 2 goals. One of them was an OG, so technically they've had 2 shots on target, scored 1 goal, with one of them being a penalty. But we rotated the team ready for the game against Bayern Munich. I thought the rotated team would have been good enough to beat Guingamp, even away, but we weren't, obviously. So, yes, we've lost 2-0, which, as you would have expected, has cost us top spot in the league. PSG, 2 points clear now, so we are reeling them in. We've made it into a bit more of a farmers' league again. It's now us and PSG at the top. We are 14 points clear of Rennes in third. Auxerre then another 7 points back from them. Nantes are 3 points back from them. Marseille are just about holding on. We've got Le Havre and Lens at the back. Guingamp are down the bottom, so it's huge points for them to beat us. But yeah, should never have happened, really, to be honest. But yeah, so it's not too bad. We got knocked out of the Coupe de France in the second round we could possibly play, which is the 9th round, to Nimes. We don't talk about that. But it's been a fantastic season, and Arda Güler is still absolutely amazing. He is just phenomenal. He's Willard Godin is actually up there. Arda Güler's actually had an injury, so has missed a few games recently. But yeah, Godin and Goulet, if they're not in the squad together, they're rotating that attacking midfield role, and it's absolutely brilliant. Sanabria on the right-hand side is just, magnificent. And then Abdallah on the left. I mean, Jonathan Rousseau has been so unlucky. He's wanted by Marseille right at the moment. We paid £26 million for him, and he's a very, very good player, but he has had bad luck with injuries. He doesn't have, last time I checked, he didn't have, there's no like injury proneness on his coach report or anything like that, but he has had such bad luck with injuries. It was out for like 4 weeks last year, came back, little niggly injuries here and there, 4 months out against Lens with his damaged spine. He's just working his way back from that. He's taking his time. He's had a bit of a knock, but we're trying to ease him in. But I think we just get into the game. I think we get into the game against Bayern Munich. PSG are playing in the Cup, so they're probably going to win that because I assume they'll smash Laval. But yeah, there's been some interesting results as well. Marseille nearly knocked out Man City in the Champions League. They were about a minute away from doing it, and then Haaland, a 36-year-old Erling Haaland, popped up and scored the winner for Man City, which was very, very irritating. So yeah, but you can see we rotated this team a little bit, so we'll be right back and I'll go through the lineup. Oh, before we go through the lineup, January transfer window happened. I completely forgot. We bought one person in and I think we sold two, if I remember rightly. We sold Etienne Vellete, who you won't really have known of. He actually went to Guingamp after they beat us. And Luca Hilleri, and I think we had told you about this one. He moved to Saudi Arabia for £1.8 million. Wasn't getting any game time with us, but that did mean we were a little bit short in holding midfield. So we went out and bought in Ernesto Taborda, which is a great name, for £5 million from Rosario Central. Really, I think a bargain here. Worth up to 27, 21 years old, 6'1" in the middle, left-footed holding midfielder. Looks very, very good. Is already sort of in and around our first team and is actually going to get the nod today to play Bayern Munich. So Joris Mallet in goal, Guy Michaud, Bayern's Freitas and Stanescu is the back four. Van Hoek and Tabord are going to be playing in the middle. Sanabria on the right, Godin starts because Goulet's got his slight knock. Abdallah on the left because Rousseau not match fit, and Traoré up front as our main and only leading striker in the team. Godin's not fully fit either, but I'd rather play him as a little bit tired and then bring on Goulet with his slight knock on his groin. So yeah, so we've got some options. We can always put Rousseau on the left and move Abdallah in the middle as well, but I want to go strong against Bayern Munich, who are obviously going to be very, very good. Even if this far into the game, 2037, Bayern Munich are still going to be one of the strongest teams in Europe. They are obviously top of the Bundesliga and doing very well, even though it's not a league. It's a league we've got on view only, not playable at the moment. We need to win a league, technically. We don't need to win Ligue 1. We need to win another league to unlock it. But yeah, I think we're going to be... I don't think we're far away from winning Ligue 1. And a lot of you in the comments section when I was like, oh, we could move to PSG, which was never really going to happen. But you were like, no, we need to stay with Monaco and win it with Monaco because Monaco were dead and beaten when you took them over and now they're high flying again. So that is the plan. Great save from Mallet in goal. We could go to a little bit more of a defensive system, but we're at home, so I don't want to go anything too defensive as Wana, who is... oh, it's cleared away. I think they went very, very close. Is that Rashid as in... Is he singing? Oh, no, okay, it's not. It's not. Oh, Rashid. It could be. When did he come into the game? Oh, no, because he always starts at Lion City Sailors. I'm thinking of Bust the Nets regen when he turns up. But they do have Wana. That'll be the actual Paul Wana. Has he been at Bayern Munich all this time? He has. He normally moves on a free transfer. So they've done quite well to keep him through this career. But Abdallah is tackled by Maul. Dihon goes all the way back to Betts. Out to Dio. Dio up to Maldonado. It is all Bayern Munich at the moment, isn't it? Rashid on the ball. Rashid goes back to Dihon. Dihon, you can see Rashid is like tucking in. Maul out to Rashid again. Ball through to Villanueva into Pafundi. Pafundi back through to Villanueva. Villanueva scores his 18th goal of the season, and Bayern Munich are showing why they are so good this season and in this save. But yeah, really good play. Rashid did really well. I do want to just check because let's have a quick look at their what they've got going on. So yeah, Rashid's sitting, but he pushed so far up. So I'm going to assume he's a Segundo Volante, but we're just going to try and stop their wing backs playing and stop Rashid playing by tackling them hard. Now, I'm going to do this in highlights, so there's going to be some edits because I want to do the second game against Bayern Munich in this episode as well. 25 minutes gone. We are just not getting on the ball at all. So I think what we're going to do is just going to lower... We're just going to try and have some possession, basically. We're going to lower our tempo to keep the ball moving a bit more, and we're going to stop the balls over the top so that we can actually hold on to it. As Guy Michaud has the ball into Sanabria. Sanabria gives it back to him, and now Michaud is going to swing a cross in, and Betts claims it. I thought Abdallah, with his height, may have been able to put the goalkeeper off, but he didn't. Dejon up to Wana, flicks it on, but Pafundi's not going to get that. Freitas is there into the new signing to board. Godin round the corner. Traore's in. Oh, he's missed. I think he was offside anyway, but with 10 minutes to go in the first half, that would have been huge. Okay, half-time, it's not dreadful. We have restricted Bayern Munich since making those little tactical tweaks. So I think we're going to go dig in. Everybody dig in. And then we're going to go with the, all the faith. All the pumping of the fists and all the faith that anyone could have in absolutely everybody. That is what we're going to go with. And then we'll look to make potentially some changes as this half continues. Maybe Rousseau on the left. Could bring in the youngster up front, but that is a big risk. Oh, we've got a highlight, though. Guy Michaud throws it into Godin. Back to Michaud. Swings across in high towards Abdallah. Wins the header. Betts with a great save. He's not a great save. He's headed it over the bar. It must have just clipped the top of the bar because it definitely looked like it moved a bit. Right, I think we are 10 minutes in to this half. Abdallah's done nothing. Rousseau, come on, lad. Coming back from that really bad spinal injury. Let's see what he can do on the left. Sanabria has it, but he's robbed by Gibbert. Gibbert goes back to Dio, all the way back to Betts, as we're just around approach the hour mark. Dehon into Bernal, Rashid, out to Diho again. Diho puts it into Maldonado. Maldonado does very well to miss the challenge there. Bernal up to Villanova, who's been forced wide. There's not too many options in the box. Bernal now does get into the box, lays it back. It's really good football from Bayern Munich. Profundi makes it 2. I don't want to go attacking because I feel like it's going to open us up too much and it's going to... We don't want to be going into the second leg with like a 3 or 4 goal deficit because then we're really going to be struggling. So let's get some fresh legs on. Godin off. Let's bring on Goulet. We'll risk him. See if he can get us back into the game. And, I mean, Traore's had an absolute shocker. So, yeah, let's get Dragan Pjuric, the young signing that we bought in to be backup striker, in. Stanescu can also come off to be replaced by Sadikaya on the left. We'll go from there. It's a risk chucking Arda Güler into this game, but I do feel like we need something different in here. I might actually take off Van Hook as well because he's not playing brilliantly. As then Cisco gets through. Is that Julio Cisco? One of the best young players who starts the game, I think. Oh my God, how did Wana get in there? Luckily he's missed. He's about to be subbed off as well, but I thought the defender had that one covered. Van Hoek is going to come off for... what do we want? We want a bit more... Nuno Liete is probably the sensible option to put in there as Freitas comes forward into Van Hoek. It's going to be his last involvement in the game. Guy Michaud comes forward. Guy Michaud still going. Does dig out across. Rousseau! Oh, the header's straight at Betts. 20 minutes to go. 2-0 Bayern. 75 minutes gone. 15 minutes to go. We've got the ball. Taborda picks it up and it goes to Arda Güler. Fix it into Rousseau. Puric is there. The youngster goes out left to Sarikaya. Sarikaya goes down the left, does really well, beats his man with ease, puts across in Puric. Oh, what a save from Betts. It's actually saying Dio blocked it on the line, which means Betts missed it. And Puric, the youngster, had a chance to get us a goal back. Güler swings it in. Sarikaya can't get there. And Parafundi is going to keep that in. And luckily, there isn't a counter-attack. Time ticking down. 5 minutes to go. Sanabria, Michaud volleys it left-footed in. Rousseau! Come on, that really hurt my elbow, that celebration. Come on, 2-1. We've got a chance. Jonathan Rousseau, the substitute, out with that horrendous damaged spine a long time ago, early on in this season. But he's back and he's jumping high and he's taller than his fullback and he makes that count. 2-1. We're not out of this. Okay, we've just entered the last minute of extra time or injury time and it is done. It's a 2-1 win for Bayern, but that late goal and those little changes we made at home in this game have helped. Guy Michaud picks up man of the match from right back, having a good game there. But yeah, we did get on top of the game, so we're not out of it. We'll be back for the second leg in Germany. Here we are then, back for the second leg. In between the two legs, we did beat Lyon, and it was a good win, actually, because we rotated the team quite a lot. Malay kept his place. Mortellaro came back from injury, got a good, solid 90 minutes in him, which is great. Shongwi and Sarafia played at the back. Stanescu had to play at left back because our backup left back's injured. Liete and Silla partnered each other in midfield. Sanabria kept his place because he's really our only right winger. Goulet got his game back from injury and got a goal, which was nice. Jonathan Rousseau started on the left and played very well again. And Puric, the youngster, got his goal as well. It was only a 90th minute goal from Ryan Cherky that really gave Lyon any hope. So it was a good win and we managed to rest quite a few players as well. So we do need to sort out the team for this one. I've got a few selection headaches. Malay's an easy one. He's going to be starting in goal. Guy Michaud got man of the match against Bayern. So I sort of really think like we can't really drop him. In the middle, we could bring Bayern's back. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Stanescu will come in, will stay at left back. That's an obvious one. Sarafiaika is very tall, which can be quite useful. Shongwi is good, but we've brought him in more as a holding midfielder. Tuimasi's definitely not going to play. It's very, very interesting. We are going to start Arda Güler. Godin is going to have to put up with a place on the bench to start in this one. We're going to start Rousseau after his return from injury, which is going well. Traore obviously going to start up front, and Sanabria obviously going to start on the right. So it's the box in the back. Not 100% sure. I sort of feel like maybe Guy Michaud goes in there. Marcelo Bielsa is good, 5'11", not the tallest. Daniel Freitas is 6'2", very physical. I think we start Freitas. He's been very good for us this season. We'll start him on the right-hand side. He's 2-footed, so that's not a problem. Van Hooyk being fully fit, I think, is great. He can start in there. Yeah, let's start Sarikaya as a bit more height, left-footed on the left-hand side. And we're going to start Bayern next to Van Hooyk in this position. So that is how we're going to start. Ernesto Tabord, who started the last game against Bayern, is going to be on the bench. Abdallah on the bench, Puric on the bench, Silla on the bench, Shongwei, Nunlieti, Mortellaro definitely. Youssef is the goalkeeper. And then we'll go Van Arshoot. Oh, I nearly forgot Godin. He can definitely go on the bench. And it will be Doint, and then it will be Tuimasi, even though he is injured and won't play because he's a miserable, moaning git. Right, we're going to start with our usual system. I think away from home we can play into the space a little bit more because Bayern Munich are going to be expecting to dominate the game. But yeah, I think we can be all right. We owe Bayern. We're the underdogs. Give the performance. We've got nothing to lose. We've got nothing to lose. Go and show everybody what we can do. Jonathan Rousseau's late goal gave us a chance in this second leg, and I feel like we can go out there and make it happen. Tommy Tuchel still in charge, obviously recently appointed as England manager, starting in January, which is interesting. I'm all for it. I think you just get the best person for the job, and he's won stuff. He's experienced at winning. Gareth Southgate did a good job of putting the harmony back together in the England squad, and now you need a tactical person with a bit more of an attacking impetus and a bit better substitutions, I think, is what we're hoping Tommy Tuchel will do. So let's see. But at the moment, Stanescu into Güler. Back to Arda Güler. He's in the area. Arda Güler, come on! Come on! It's 1-0, it's 2-2 on aggregate, and we've only played 16 minutes here in Germany. And Arda Güler, I had a whole episode about it before, is the best free transfer I have ever got and ever done in Football Manager. If you think of someone else that I've bought in on a free transfer who's done better than him, please do let me know. We had interest in him in January for £70 million from Saudi Arabia. He'd only been with us for 6 months. Arda Güler swings it in, headed away. Sanabria is there to the edge of the box. Van Hooyk shoots just over the bar. Bayern Munich don't like it. They don't like it at the moment. This is the system, and I think this system away from home against the big teams is good. And like we said previously, against the bigger teams, we just pick one of Arda Güler or Godin to play in the attacking midfield spot. And to be honest, if Arda Güler is fit, he starts. Malay with a goal kick goes shortish to Sarikaya, just direct, I'd call that, direct along the ground. The centre-back brings it out. Rousseau had such a good game coming off the bench, has been tackled in a place where he didn't really need to lose the ball. Sanabria does well to win it back. Bayern. Here's Rousseau again. Back to F.A. Sarikaya, who's come into centre-back. Stanescu can't afford to lose it there, but he's bailed out by his centre-back. Freitas brings the ball forward. Looks over the top towards Rousseau. Easy for Mull to cover. But now giving it away. Traore's in. It's 2. Come on. It's a 3-2 aggregate lead for Monaco. Terrible pass. That was very Steven Gerrard v France-esque, wasn't it? That back pass far too short. The striker pounces. Freitas looked into the space to Rousseau. Mull covered it. Darth Mull covered it really well. And Bunau, that's a terrible pass in between defender and goalkeeper. And Traore runs in. First time finish. 2-0 Monaco. 3-2 on aggregate. Keep this going, lads. Just keep this going. I am happy with your performance. Keep it up. There's nothing else to say. Come on, we're doing so well in Germany, right? Right at this moment, this is amazing. Okay, an hour gone. We've just paused the game while we're going to make these substitutions. Jonathan Rousseau coming off. We'll bring on Abdallah for him. That's a pretty consistent swap we can do in this squad. It's actually Arda Güler who's knackered. So although I don't want to bring him off, I don't want him to get another injury. So Godin, who is a world-class replacement for him anyway, can come on in that role. Everybody else isn't looking too tired just yet, which is good. Half an hour to go. 20 minutes to go. Stanescu with a free kick. It's Gibbert that gets it away. Benitez is there. Stanescu wins it back very well. Bayern back to Stanescu. Back to Sarikaya. Sarikaya back to Stanescu again. Bayern's into Abdallah. Oh, good shot. Betts Good save. He did save it. Yeah, I didn't know if he had touched that over or not, but he has. And it's a corner. Godin will take this one. Not as good as the deliveries as Arda Güler. And Dio can heads it away at the front post. Godin's got it back, though. Cuts it back. It'll be another corner. 20 minutes to go. We're playing incredibly well. And remember, this Journeyman Save ends when we win the Champions League. We don't have to have all the leagues unlocked. It's just when we win the Champions League, that's when we're ending the Journeyman Save, which is... It doesn't feel like we're too far away from it. So 14 minutes to go then. Let's get some fresh legs on. Van Hoek off, Shongwei on. He is a very good defensive option to bring in there. And Sanabria is knackered on the right wing. We haven't really got another player we could bring on out there. But yeah, again, he's tired. We need our wingers to help out. So Sanabria off. They're saying Tabord. I sort of feel like you put a striker out there. Or let's put Nuno Lete is so versatile that I'm sure he can do a job out there. Everybody else is looking pretty fit and healthy. Stanescu's probably the next one that may come off. But if we can see this through, I think for the final, when we get to 5 or 10 minutes left to go, I think we'll change to our more defensive system. There is just one goal in it. There's 9 minutes to go right now. They're not changing system at all. Tommy Tuchel is sticking with this to see how it runs. Right, I'm just going to do, with 5 minutes to go, we're going to make final sub. It's actually going to be in central midfield. We're going to do Tabord on for BNs. And then, I'm so torn about whether to change it. We've been in command of this game. I'm not going to change it. 13 shots to 3, 5 on target to 2. We've really restricted Bayern Munich here in Germany, which is no mean feat. And with 5 minutes of time added on, which is ticking away, we could be taking Monaco into the semi-finals of the Champions League. And we are taking Monaco into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Come on. It's that last-minute goal in the first leg from Rousseau. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League with Monaco. And I assume we're playing Benfica, but I don't know. We overturned the first leg deficit to get through. This is absolutely incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff. Right, well, is the draw done? We are playing Benfica. So it's going to be us or Benfica versus Chelsea or Man City or Newcastle or Real Madrid. 3 big hitting, big spending English teams in there. And then Real Madrid, just the most Champions League wins in history. Brilliant. Right, we'll be back for the next episode, which will probably have to be the 2 games against Benfica to see if we get to the final. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts and everything like that. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Your support has been amazing. Keep it up. Cheers. I'm out. Bye. I've completely messed up my outro there. I'm too excited.